5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, CircleCityCon. This has been very fun. It's been a great, happy little con, and we've been so happy to be brought into your homes. And we thank you so much for welcoming us into your home, so we could provide this happy little con. It's been a very interesting con, especially to start. What with the secret 9 minutes and all, yeah, you'll find out a little bit what that was about. But yeah, we've been through a heck of a last year, and a lot of sadness, a lot of gloom. We've been able to come out a little bit now, but we hope by doing this and doing this conference, being able to share experiences with each other, interact with the way we have. We hope what's happened is we've brought you a little cheer. We've brought you some learning and training, especially if you're someone who has never been to CircleCityCon in the physical realm of existence. If you've never been to CircleCityCon physically before, we hope you got a taste of what people really love about coming to our conference, and got to meet great people on our Discord server. At closing ceremonies, we have a lot of things we like to do, and one of those things is to go through the numbers. We don't have network metrics and numbers to talk about who all was surfing porn or serving up files or doing various things. But what we do here is we do have 346 tickets were registered for the conference, but a whole whopping 645 of you showed up to LobbyCon. So awesome. The con is as big as it usually is, so that's awesome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Jocelyn did tell me that there were 0 bans and incidents for our security mods to really deal with, so a big thank you to security mods for sticking around and making sure everybody's safe, welcome, and everything's going well in the Discord. 139 stickers were exchanged in our great sticker exchange channel. We also had 130 memes shit posted in the meme span channel. All in all, we were able to find that there were around 23,000 messages sent, which means on average for all the people in LobbyCon, there were about 36 messages sent per account. So I have to imagine that actually gets to around 60. Each of us all sent around 60 messages to each other at some point or another during the conference. So not nearly as great as last year. Last year, I think we went into the hundreds of thousands of messages sent. So you need to work on your game, folks. Let's see here. We had 27 talks, 12 training sessions, and we also had 9 minutes missing from Ray Redacted's keynote. That's known as the secret 9 minutes. And I'm very sad to say we did not have any MS Paint entries, and I was very, very dismayed to hear that, because we actually had a really awesome prize for that. The prize for that one was going to be a GeForce 3080 Ti. Oh my gosh! You missed out on it. So now we're going to have to actually take that, and because we're now becoming a nonprofit, we have to put it towards the activity of the conference. So we're deciding to open up a Circle City coin, and we're going to start mining it just for ourselves, and we're gonna raise money for the con that way. So in a way, you ended up helping us by not participating in the MS Paint contest. Good for you. Good for you. But in all seriousness, y'all did raise $1,242.40. That 40 cents meant that several of you went ahead and accepted the charges that the payment card industry or payment card holders were doing on credit cards. So we got to accept the full value of your donation. We want to thank you so much for donating during the conference. There were some donors who donated just like $10. There were some donors who donated a few hundred. We want to thank every single one of you, because you're going to be able to help us to help fellow hackers or those wanting to get into hacking and information security by putting on this conference next year, but then also helping them through grants or helping them through money that we can give them towards certifications, training, books, and opportunities like that people who don't have financial means or in underrepresented communities may not always be able to take advantage of. So we had a lot of entertainment. We had, first of all, D&D on Friday night featuring Targ, the friendly Bloodstone giant. At least he was a Bloodstone giant by the end of all of the thrashing we did in D&D. And that was quite a fun experience. I want to thank Sabotage for putting that on. It's something that I would really love to see come to CircleCityCon in person. We try to keep the energy really high, but having that audience feedback would actually be really fun to see. If you think that would be really fun to see, give us a little shout on our social media and tell us you got to do that. We got to see that live. We also had DJ Sam, the record man, providing some tunes. We also had some evening entertainment last night with Inverted Geek. She is the one who created our theme song that you got to listen to on your way in. And so she laid down some wonderful tunes. She's been practicing and performing for quite a while. She's a great cover artist. So check her out on Twitter. I think her Twitter is I think it is just Inverted Geek, concatenated there. CocktailCon. CocktailCon, I want to thank everybody from CocktailCon who showed up, shared all those awesome recipes down in the CocktailCon Discord, and also met, I think it was Friday night around 8 p.m. They were just talking cocktails with everyone in Discord, twitching it up, and just talking drinks, and that was really fun to have. And they're so passionate about drinks, non-alcoholic and otherwise, and it was really great to have that. We also had brunch on Sunday this morning. It's just a little bit ago. It feels like it was forever, but it was just this morning that we had brunch there. We have Gimli, who created, I believe it was roast beef hash with cornmeal hotcakes with some blue cheese on top. So that was really great. It looks like Sam Craven with his engraved knife or laser etched knife there made for us some huevos rancheros. And I would say that I will say that we did raise $1,000 during that brunch. We got over the $1,000 mark thanks to some CocktailCon donors that wanted to see Sam Craven suffer. So Sam Craven invented probably one of the worst drinks ever, which is called a Bloody Malordy, which is pretty much what it sounds like. Bloody Mary made out of Jepson's Malort. So everyone from Chicago knows what we're talking about and just kind of threw up in their mouth. And everyone else who doesn't know what it is, you have been spared from a fate worse than death. So want to thank Gimli and Sam for some wonderful entertainment and also, honestly, some education, because Gimli was really doing a great job because he has training as a cook. So does Sam, honestly, and just going through and showing great knife handling techniques. I know I learned how to take the crying out of cutting onions, throw it in some cold water. So that was really helpful to see all that. So we hope you learned something from all that. These sessions were also recorded and should be on our YouTube page within a few weeks as well. So you can, if you missed it, you can see this brunch off we had between these two gentlemen from CocktailCon. Of course, we can't do our conference without sponsors as well, and we do want to thank Blue Mirror once again for being a platinum sponsor. They gave a talk that will go up on YouTube later as well, and we just want to thank them for coming in and being a part of our happy little con. Checkpoint, again, being one of our platinum sponsors. Lightspeed providing the infrastructure we're streaming on right now to you. Basically provides the VMs that we use to create a common platform, so our stream ops team all have this exact same tools and setup to deliver these talks right to you. So this was great. I want to thank Lightspeed for all the support they gave us last year and this year. Reveal Risk, our silver sponsor. Thank you very much for your support and also for your talk that you gave on Friday, or actually no, it was yesterday that you gave a talk, wasn't it? Time's a little wibbly wobbly after you've done a con for 3 days. But we want to thank you very much for your talk and also for your support. And of course, our bronze sponsors. We have Black Hills Information Security, No Starch Press, Optiv, Security Innovation, and we also have Wild West Hack and Fest. You'll find ways in which some of these helped contribute this year, and just a little bit. So we have the Wireshark. We have some contests that we want to go through now. And so for those of you who were in Sam Bound's training courses, he does run a gamification during his training courses, and wanted to give out some prizes here, or at least give a score. So he was happy enough to give some scores here. Looks like Taro for the Windows internal CTF won that, and let me see here. Yes, we are actually going to try to get you a month access to Pentester Lab. So that'll be a month access that you're going to get. Jordy won first place in the Wireshark CTF that was part of one of Sam's trainings, his team's trainings. You will also get a Pentester Lab 1 month access. And then Violent Python 3, Chichikov, if I pronounce the name or handle correctly, Chichikov is going to win also a Pentester Lab month access code. So thank you everyone who attended training. We hope that training was very fruitful, and of course congratulations to those who were winning in those contests. We also had the radio frequency CTF, RF CTF, and here's the team scoreboard for that. We actually had looks like a couple people who really went up there. Low Signal with 1620, Blunderbuss with 1010, and we had Phobos Cartel with 510. So here's what we're going to do for the RF CTF. Let me pull it up here. For the first place there, Low Signal, you are going to get a 1-year subscription to Black Hills Cybersecurity Range. That's sponsored by Black Hills and Wild West Hack and Fest. And the second place, you're going to get a free ticket to and RFCTF will also get the first place winner. You'll also get a free ticket to next year's con. Second place, you win a free ticket to 2022 CircleCityCon. You also win a seat at the Security Innovation Training. Everyone will learn about that in a little bit, but basically Security Innovation is giving a web application security training for the month of July. It starts at the end of June. There'll be more details on that, but you will have your information in and you're going to be first in for a seat on that. We have several of those to give away. And then third place, let's see here, Phobos Cartel. You're also going to get a free ticket to CircleCityCon 2020, and we're also going to give you a month access to Try Hack Me. So we hope you enjoy those prizes. Thank you very much for participating in the RFCTF. Now we have the con Capture the Flag for CircleCityCon. The Boilers put on a fantastic conference this year, and so we have a few recognitions to make here. CyberMonkey really no one's close here. Everyone's doing a great job here, but CyberMonkey really took the show, took the race with 2,460 points. You win a black badge to CircleCityCon for winning the contest there. And we're also going to give you that 1-year subscription to Black Hills Cybersecurity Range, brought to you by Black Hills and Wild West Hack and Fest. Also, Aviators, you're going to get a free ticket to CircleCityCon 2022, and you're also going to get a seat in that Security Innovation Training. Third place, Phantoms of Crankor. Oh, love it. Such a kick-ass name. You're going to get a free ticket to CircleCityCon 2022 as well, and you're going to get a month access to Try Hack Me. So thanks for everyone who participated in Capture the Flag. We hope you didn't hurt your head too much, as I'm sure many of you banged your head against the wall plenty of times. I think I saw a tweet that Mubix had been working on one puzzle the entire conference. It involved writing C code and trying to subvert the ANGR binary analyzer. And none of that was in his wheelhouse, and he solved it an hour after the CTF ended. Time well spent. he has an output on here as well that's pretty funny. You can go see it on Twitter. We're actually going to give you Mubix. You may have a wonderful library of books from No Starch Press anyway, but because of the time you spent on that and all the energy there and encouraging people to always be learning, we're going to give you a free ticket to next year's con, and we're also going to give you a free ebook of I think it's 20. There's a dollar amount, but basically a no starch book, ebook rather. I believe it's value up to $20. There's a voucher we're going to give you that'll give that to you for free. So wonderful, wonderful there. Thanks so much for encouraging people to learn and spending all that time, not giving up, all that time on one challenge. So speaking of all that free training that we were talking about from Security Innovation, we are going to post this in the general in the general channel for those who are attendees of CircleCityCon and our Discord. But you can write it down here. I'm going to spend a little time talking about it. It's https:// of course 10 lowercase oy.short.gy/w capital U capital P capital A 94. Hopefully you've had a time to write that down. And that's a URL shortener we're using there, and that will take you to a Google form. And that Google form is just going to ask for your name, and it's going to ask for your email address. And we're going to send that along. The first so many of you who submit that in, we're going to send your names and email addresses to Security Innovation, and they're going to send you an invite to their training at the end of the month. It starts, and it's a month-long training, I believe, on web application security. So yeah, we want to thank Security Innovation for thinking of us and thinking of our attendees. I think this is the second time they've sponsored us now, so it's fantastic, their support of us, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity here. And yeah, be sure to jump in there. And a couple of you have already got a first and second seat in there, so congratulations. There is a no starch discount generally. So if you're watching this right now and seeing this Circle 25 code, you can use that up until June 25th for 25% off. It can be used once per customer, but Circle 25, good for 25% off until June 25. There's a lot of 25s there, isn't there? Easy to remember that way. Thank you, No Starch Press, for your support of our conference. I think they've been supporters of our conference since the very beginning. So want to thank them. Merch. You can still get your merch. We have CircleCityCon.com/merch. And you can go to our Teespring store, or you can also, I think there's a few of them still left. You can go and buy a merch pack that is going to give you, and I probably have the little screen over here, but I'll also make sure we post a picture on Twitter for you. But we also have our logo printed, woven onto a patch. It has a Velcro backing, so you can stick it onto anything you want, and you can patch that onto anything you want to stick to it. But you'll get the patch, you'll get a coin, you will get stickers, and you'll also get a sticker sheet from, of course, all this art and logo is brought to you by One Dark One with Hot Iron Creative, always bringing great art to our conference. We also want to thank our happy little villages. We had Cyber City Circuits helping out Blinster with bringing the hardware hacking village to us. We also had Tool and the lockpicking village. So we hope you learned a lot from the various demos and trainings and little learning sessions that they had to bring there. Want to thank our opening keynote, Ray Redacted, who gave the complete and total history of hacking in 3,000 seconds, sans the secret 9 minutes, which actually we still were recording, I believe. So I think you should be able to actually see that on YouTube. If you missed those 9 minutes during the Great Discord outage of 2021, you will be able to see it later in a couple of weeks whenever we do upload that to YouTube. And of course, we just heard from our closing keynote, who if you can tell, I just threw these together at the last minute because that still says opening keynote instead of closing keynote. It's not a CircleCityCon closing ceremony unless we have some mistakes. Megan Kachanowski, the Threat Intel lead for S&P Global Ratings, gave us a wonderful keynote on increasing your budget, getting promoted with concise and clear reporting. So I want to thank her, and I want to thank Ray Redacted once again for coming and joining our happy little con and sharing their knowledge and their lore of hacking and security. Of course, we want to thank all of the CircleCityCon speakers this year. Just so many great faces to see here, and I just love that we have such support. I've seen many people who have been here before, but because we're virtual this year, we were able to get a lot of people who either aren't local or just they couldn't otherwise come to the conference, and so it was great to see so many new faces, fresh faces, and new faces at this conference speaking. Want to give some special thanks here. We have Inverted Geek, of course, who gave us our lovely theme song. Just such a happy song. I find it's an earworm and not an earworm that you're annoyed by. So it's a happy theme song, always giving you those serotonin hits to get through the day, honestly. Also, One Dark One for the logo and art that you've seen throughout the conference. And also Lickety. We've had great streaming staff, and there's been plenty of streaming staff who have streamed, but they all were in shifts. But Lickety essentially was kind of forced to go and stream the entire conference due to some technical difficulties we had. And Lickety was sticking through it the entire time and essentially hosted the stream for us the entire time. So I want to thank him for jumping in there and helping out there. So, what about 2022? I'm happy to say we're going to be physical. We're going to get physical. We're still going to have some virtual elements, and you're going to have the ability to still tune into what's going on if you can't make it to the conference. So there's still going to be that, but we're going to really go physical this time and really bring it back for you. I think everyone's going to be ready to join the conference. I think everybody's tired of staying at home. So in a year, it's going to be enough time, I think, that everyone's going to be very happy to get back out again. And we hope you'll choose CircleCityCon as your con to go. And if you do one con a year, we hope you'll choose CircleCityCon as your con to get out physically again with. And what, pray tell, is our theme for next year? Our theme is Saturday morning cartoons. It's going to be July 1st through 3rd, and it's going to be at the Westin downtown Indy. Yes, Saturday morning cartoons. For all of you who either remember, or I don't know if there still are Saturday morning cartoons. I'm sure there are on all the cartoon channels there seem to be these days. I'm talking like I'm an old person or something. But with all the cartoon channels there's always Saturday morning cartoons. And so I think everyone's gonna have a blast with this one. There's gonna be great ideas we have with this theme. We've been tossing ideas around about pajama parties and some other things. I don't want to spoil too much, but there's a lot of things we can do with Saturday morning cartoons. And we hope you will join us for that. And at this time, I would like to bring onto stage all of our lovely volunteers. All of our lovely volunteers who have spent all sorts of time both during this conference and also before the conference, helping to put on everything here. This is fantastic. Group of people. If everyone could just wave here at everyone, look at all those wonderful faces. These are some of the folks who put on your conference. Oh man, I love Jives. I love your little. I love your scrolling mask. That's awesome. So all these wonderful people help put on your conference virtually. We hope you had great conversations with them and interactions with them throughout the conference. But yeah, be sure to stay. I'm told be sure to stay through the end of the credits because we're not done yet, like a Marvel movie. I guess there's still some secrets left here that even I am not aware of. Yeah, there's your variety coming in there. We can wave, and there's the studio. Here we are at the studio. Anyway, so we want to thank all of you very much for coming and volunteering. We value you so much. We hope you've enjoyed your conference. And yeah, so I think we'll just close it out at this point. We'll just wave goodbye to everybody, and have a great day. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you at the next con. Be sure to stay after the credits. I'm still watching the credits. They're still rolling. Oh, and my audio's still live. Da da
Yeah.
da 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 da